And hello, welcome back to a video for this week. Yes, here we are. Ooh. And big announcement for the channel. I will now be uploading twice a week. Yes, hopefully, I think. Assuming all goes as planned. And, well, at least until the end of the NFL season, I'll be doing twice a week. So I'll have this weekly picks, obviously, and then I'm gonna start uploading NBA videos again. I was doing a lot of them at like the start of the year, and then kind of stopped because there was nothing new to talk about, and then school got really hard to keep up with, like at the start of with the NBA restart. So I'm fine now. Gonna start doing NBA stuff and this every week. But yeah, so now on to the actual video. So, yeah, so you can see in the corner, I am 97, 49, and 1 this season, which I believe is better than the pace I was on last season. Percentage-wise, my percentage is better this season. I'm almost positive. I was at like 60% last season. I'm at like 60, almost 67%, I think. What would that be? Yeah, almost 67, I think. But yeah, so we go down to week 11 here. Holy crap, the season's gone by fast, yet you think about it. Like, see, I think I said this last week or 2 weeks ago, but this season feels like it's gone by so fast, yet you think of when it started and that feels like so long ago. Like, I don't know why that happens, but it just does. Yeah, so anyway, Thursday night game tonight. Starts in about an hour and a half. I gotta hurry and get this video done. So, Cardinals, Seahawks. I'm going to pick the No, I'm not going to pick the Seahawks. I'm going to pick the Cardinals. Because, I don't know. I think Kyler Murray's really good. I have Russell Wilson on my fantasy team, though. I will play him this week. Instead of Aaron Rodgers, because they're playing the Colts, I think. So, who have a really good defense. We'll get to the Colts in a second. But, so, I'm going to pick the Cardinals to win tonight. Titans, Ravens. This one took me a long time. I'm going to pick the Titans to win. Not just because they won last season, like in the playoffs and stuff, but like, I don't think the Ravens are that good. If you've been watching this for for all this season, I've been saying the Titans are pretty overrated. And, I mean, people have come back down to earth a little bit on both of these teams, but they're still pretty overrated. I'm going to pick the Titans, though. They just match up really well. I mean, there's a reason they won last season. So, yeah, I'm going to pick the Titans to win in a really close one. That'll be a fun game. Lions, Panthers. I'm about as high as anyone on the Lions. Yeah. I like the Panthers, too, but the Lions are better. I think they'll win this week. Eagles, Browns. I'm about out on the Eagles. If you've watched this the past 2 years, you know, I've been about as high on the Eagles as anybody on planet Earth. Aside from maybe Eagles fans, but I'm not an Eagles fan. They have been a huge disappointment this year. And, well, not last year. They were pretty good last year. They were better than the record showed, I think. But last year. This year, oh boy. Yeah. I'm gonna give them one more chance. I'm going to pick them to beat the Browns because the Browns, again, are overrated. Like, they barely beat the Texans last week. Of course, they would have gotten an extra touchdown at the end, but does that really count? Because that was kind of garbage time. Well, not garbage time, but like, I don't know, they were committing to stop, run short and ended up going long. That's what usually happens on those type of situations, but I don't know. As a Dolphins fan, I thank the Browns for winning that game, though, because we have the Texans' first round pick, and so the worse they do, the better off we are. But yeah, I'm gonna pick the Eagles to win, but oh boy, I'm not too confident. Patriots, Texans. This one probably took me the longest to decide on. I'm going to pick the Patriots. My brain wants me to pick the Texans just because I just feel like this always happens. Teams kind of come up and start to try and make a little bit of a playoff push towards the end of the season, and then they lose to a horrible team, and then they're kind of out of it. Coming off of a big week for the Patriots, beating the Ravens, but like anyone who has cable TV saw that, pretty much everyone saw that Sunday Night Football. Everyone saw that game that wanted to. You saw how what the conditions were like. Like, the Patriots are probably the team that would benefit the most from a situation like that, just because of how they play. They run it, never throw it more than 15 yards, because Cam Newton really can't, without giving everything that he can. He just has to give everything to try and throw it more than 15 yards, and he's still inaccurate when he does that. I'm gonna pick the Patriots to win, but I don't know. I'm gonna pick Steelers, Jaguars. I'm pretty sure that the Texans only 2 wins are to the Jaguars. So yeah, I think Steelers, Jags. I'm gonna pick the Steelers because they're better. Don't need to explain that. Falcons, Saints. Gonna pick the Saints. I'm going to pick the Saints because they are better. I don't think I really need to explain that. Bengals and the football team. I was shocked to see that Washington's favored to win this. No, they're a bottom 3 team in the league. Bengals are not bottom 10. Well, maybe somewhere in the 22 to 24 range, probably. Somewhere around there. But Joe Burrow's a top 10 quarterback in the league, maybe top 5. He's so good. And when you have a quarterback like that, you're always going to be a tough out. And when the other team sucks, you're going to win more times than not. So I'm going to pick the Bengals to win. Plus, just the rest of the team's better. So, also, Washington starting Alex Smith at quarterback. I'm a BYU fan. He played for Utah. I don't like him. But he's not very good, especially whereas he's only playing on pretty much one leg, and he doesn't throw very well, and he's old. Lots of reasons to play Haskins for them, but they won't, because they're the Washington football team. Why would they do anything smart? But yeah. So, Jets, Chargers. I'm gonna pick the Chargers because the Jets stink. Don't need to explain that. Dolphins, Broncos. Gonna pick the Dolphins. Again, I'm a Dolphins fan. And I live in Utah, and the majority of people in Utah are Broncos fans. Maybe not the majority, but they're the biggest fan base here. And oh my gosh, everyone at school seems to think that the Broncos will beat the Dolphins. I wore a Dolphin shirt to school twice this week. And I see these Broncos fans come up to me and say, "We're going to beat you." And I'm like, "Want to bet?" And they're like, "Well, no, but..." I don't know. I'm not very good at explaining things, apparently. But, anyway, everyone here seems to think that the Broncos will win. While they suck. The Broncos suck. They are garbage. Drew Lock is not a good quarterback. I'm now officially happy the Dolphins didn't draft him last year. Yeah. Everyone's trying to blame it on, the play calling, and, just stop it. Look at him. For not calling plays, good enough. That isn't the play caller's fault. It's like the Bears with their play calling. When you have, or I guess earlier in the season, when you have Mitchell Trubisky as your quarterback, you can't do all the things you want to. This is the same kind of situation with Drew Lock. He can't do everything that you'd need him to do. He just, I don't know. He's not that great. I thought he had a chance to be pretty good coming into the year. he was he was probably the biggest boomer bust candidate for this year, and at least for me, and he's definitely been a bust. So Dolphins beat the Broncos. Packers, Colts. I'm going to pick the Packers. I was wrong on the Colts. I will say that. They're a top 10 team in the league, probably. Sorry to any Colts fans who I may have offended, if there are any watching this video, because there probably aren't, but if I offended you by saying that me, as my 14-year-old opinion, if me as a 14-year-old, my opinion offended you, that the Colts suck, or not suck, but just were overrated, sorry. They don't suck. They're pretty good. Probably going to win the division, just with the Titans being overrated as well. Not as well anymore, just being overrated. That being said, the Packers are a top 5 team in the league. I think the Packers will win this one pretty easily, actually. I think that this will be not very close. At least, like more than a touchdown. Not for sure, but probably, I think. Cowboys, Vikings. Going to pick the Vikings because they are better than the Cowboys. The Cowboys just suck this year, although I think they are getting Andy Dalton back. So yeah, that's good for them. Last two, Chiefs, Raiders. Raiders won this last time, but I don't think that they do it again. So yeah, Chiefs win that. Rams, Bucks. Rams with a pretty impressive win over the Seahawks last week. The Bucks kind of falling a little bit. Although they did win last week, but they were playing like the Panthers, I think. So, yeah. I'm going to pick the Bucks to win. Last time they were on Monday Night Football, they barely beat the Giants, so I don't know how this will go. But anything's possible on Monday Night Football. Like, Kirk Cousins on Monday, just got his first ever win on Monday Night Football. So, anything's possible in 2020. Yeah. So, I'm going to pick the Bucks to win. So, these are my picks this week. I'm not too confident in some of them. But I don't know. I've gone like 10-4 the past couple of weeks, I think. Which isn't bad. That's like 70, somewhere around there percent. It's not bad. I'm hoping to get that up. Because again, I'm at like 67% on this season. So if I can get up to 70% by the end of the year, I'll be happy. And then we'll up it next year and keep upping it. Hopefully. So yeah, these are my picks. See you guys in the next week. Probably for my NBA video. And then next week for this video. And bye.